All right. Peace and gratitude. Peace and gratitude. This is Reverend Dr. Kamara Falade Banderanwa. And this is a channeled message. Today is Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. And the title of this channel message is Who Can You Run To? And now, unless you just been in the proverbial living under a rock, you are aware that we're witnessing a government shutdown. And this is going into the second month. And also, one of the main topic of conversations for this government shutdown is the pause of the distribution of food stamps or EBT. So, who can you run to? I have been saying time and time again. I didn't know. I mean, I thought I knew why I was saying those things, but it was much deeper than what I thought why I was saying those things. I've been saying all along, like, it's time to heal. It's time to, do the healing work, reconcile, forgive, ask for forgiveness. It's time to stop being petty and jealous and bitter and angry and envious. It's time to evaluate who we call our friends, who we call our enemies, because I remember making a video maybe earlier this year, or it was last year in the summertime, about your friends are your enemies and your enemies are your friends. Just reevaluating your life, looking at your life. What are you doing to improve your life? What are you doing to make things better? What seeds are you planting? And like I said, I thought I did. I had some type of foundation or some type of thought of why I was led to record those videos and distribute that message. But I did not know that it was really needed for a time such as this, that I was being used as a vessel, as a mouthpiece to get people moving and to get people prepared for this time. I remember saying, when I was given a message about 2025, what's in your spiritual pantry? How is it that I use the word pantry? Go back through my videos and look at find the one for when I was talking about 2025 and what the message was for 2025 and the word for 2025. And it was like, one of the messages was like, what's in your spiritual pantry? And the word pantry. And who would have known that food pantries are a big thing now because of the pause in the SNAP benefits, that now people will rely on not only grocery stores, but food pantries to feed themselves and their family. I'm telling you, I don't make this stuff up. I don't make this up. I do this. I do the work. This is my life. This is a lifestyle. I don't make this up. So when I'm told to give a message, I may think it's for a particular reason, but eventually I'm shown the bigger picture. Just give the message and you're going to see, girl, how it's all going to play out. So I just give the message. So here we are. Who can you run to? The first person you need to run to is the God in you, the life force in you, which is God. We are all, I say this all the time, we are all an individualization of God. Some of us just haven't woke up and realized it yet. So we still living beneath our privileges and our identity. But all of us are walking, breathing thought, representation, individualization of God. So the first person, quote unquote person, I'm using that word lightly and in air quotes, you need to run to the God in you. It's time to get back with your relationship if if you went astray, or you done got, a little um angry or bitter, or you're feeling a little distant from the creator, the most high. It's time to get back in a relationship with the most high that lives within you, that is a walking, breathing representation of you in this earth. That's number one. Number two, it's time to reevaluate, who are you calling your friends? Because if you are in a situation, and let's go bigger than just the current situation with the government shutdown and the pause with the EBT. If you are in any situation where you need help and support, you need a bridge because you're going through a challenging time. If you can't go in your phone right now, if you can't go in your phone, your contacts right now, or go through your email contacts, go through your messenger, go through your Facebook, social media pages with your friends. If you can't find one person that you can confide in and tell them what's really going on, and they're not going to judge you and gossip about you behind your back, and they're going to genuinely help you, if you don't have that person in your phone contacts and your email contacts, on your social media pages, then it's time to start hitting delete. Cause bro, what you doing? They just taking up space. We are in a time where community is important. It is it is more than important. It is necessary. It is the word escapes me. It'll come to me. But we are in a time that, where's your community? And I've been saying this over and over again on my YouTube channel. Go back and look at the channel messages, some of the classes that I have posted on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. And I've been saying this, it's been time for us to rebuild and reestablish community. It is no reason why we should be letting pedophiles, drug addicts, prostitutes, thieves, scammers taking over our neighborhoods. It's no reason why. Felons, criminals, no reason why we should be letting them run rampant in our community. And there's no reason why there should be anybody in our community going hungry or going without or getting their light shut off because they're on a fixed income, or having repairs needed for their home, and we can't provide them the resources to get it done. But we'll let criminals and sex offenders and thieves and addicts and prostitutes take over our community. We'll let them do whatever they want to do. But when it's time to step up and protect our community from those low vibrational beings, and when it's time to make sure that the people in our community are good, where are we? Because we so prideful. I posted on my Facebook page. I'm like, we got to get over the petty bullshit. And what I mean petty, let me be very clear. Clearly, you're not going back to anybody who has maliciously mistreated you, who have abused you, who have inflicted trauma on you, who have just been a detriment to your life. I'm not talking about spinning the block with those people and reaching out to those people for help. I'm not talking about that. Don't you dare. For your own mental health and your own safety, don't you dare. We're not talking about going back and crossing that bridge, or trying to rebuild the bridge that you burned. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about you petty because 2 Thanksgivings ago you wanted to make your famous cornbread dressing and Auntie Sharon did it and now you mad and you ain't talked to the family in 3 years because of that. That's petty. I'm talking about you had a good one. You had a real one in your corner, whether it was a romantic relationship or not. It was just a friendship. You had a good one in your corner. But you let bitter people and negative people and jealous people talk you out of that. And now you fumbled that relationship because you wanted to listen to the gossip and you got envious and jealous and you led with your trauma in that situation, and so you fumbled that relationship or you ruined that relationship because of your own, either your lack your inability or the incapacity to have the emotional maturity to maintain that relationship, or you were just being petty. You was just being jealous and envious, and instead of checking yourself, you want to believe what JoJo and Samantha was telling you. And now we're in a situation where that real one, that real one can help you. That real one can help you. But you've been so mean and you've been a negative Norman and a bitter Betty and an angry Annie that your pride. And it's like it's time out for that. No one is saying that you're gonna go hang out with these people and talk on the phone with them again. But I'd be damned if you're going out here and you're hungry and you're going without because of your own insecurities and your own pettiness. It is time out for that. We are in a time that's why I kept saying, go get your healing, go get your healing, go to therapy, so that you could have the emotional maturity and the emotional capacity to mend these relationships for a time such as this. And it's not mending it because you need something. It's just mending it because of humanity, because just of seeing people as human beings for the sake of humanity. You're not mending the relationship because you're trying to get something out of it because you at a low point. Just for the sake of humanity, just for the sake of getting over the ego. And like, you know what? Whatever it was that caused the distance between us was full of shit anyway. And we got to come together and we got to make sure that the community that we've been assigned to is good. So how can we work together? What can we do? Because at the end of the day, literally pun intended, a closed mouth don't get fed. And we always have everything we need. The answer, when the problem came, the solution came with it. The issue is you don't want to see the solution. You don't want to hear the answer because it means you're going to have to swallow your pride. And it means you're going to have to eat a slice of your humble pie. Because the answer is right there in plain sight. It's right underneath your nose. It always is. It always is. The answer is always underneath your nose. It's always staring you in the face. But you got to get over your pride in order to see it. And I believe one of the things that this situation with the government being shut down is teaching us that we got to get over our petty differences. Light skin, dark skin, rich, poor, west side, east side, married, not married, young, old, rich, poor, educated, not educated. All that don't even matter at the end of the day. That doesn't matter. If you see that someone needs help, they need help. That's what it's about. If our community needs to be protected from the low life vibrationals, it needs to be protected from the low life vibrationals. It doesn't matter whether you atheist, Christian, Islam, agnostic, Hindu, Buddhist. It doesn't matter. We are all one. It's a hermetic law. We are all one. It's a spiritual law. We are all one. All is mental. All is one. So what's happening to my neighbor is happening to me. How I treat my neighbor is how I treat myself. Is how I treat someone else is how I treat myself, and it tells you what I think of myself. That's why you can have your face beat to the gods. You can have on all of the name brand items. But how you treat someone is letting me know what you think of yourself. I don't care how dressed up you are. I don't care how you fake the funk. How you speak to people lets me know how you speak to yourself. How you allow other people to speak to you. You can't hide that. You can't hide it. I don't care how upstanding you try to be. All I got to do is listen to how you talk to people, listen to how you treat people, and I know how you treat yourself, and I know how you talk to yourself, and I know what you think of yourself. And that is why for the past 2 years, I just been saying, go to therapy, get some help, start the healing journey, do what you got to do. Because now we are in a time where it takes some emotional maturity in order to partner with people that you don't particularly like or care for. But all that does not matter. It's not about liking anybody. It's about making sure that people are okay. It's about seeing people as human beings. It's about seeing people as a walking, breathing thought of God. Fuck all that other shit. That's irrelevant. And if you can't go through your phone or go through whatever contacts you have and you can't find somebody to help you during this time, but they was always there gossiping with you and full of drama, it's time for some reevaluation, and it's time for some self-accountability, and it's time to do some deleting. Because what are we doing? What are we really doing? And it's not about the bragging. This is not transactional. It's just about simply helping people because you're helping humanity. You're helping heal a part of you. When you help somebody, when you give of your time to somebody, you're giving to yourself. It's a part of you that's being healed. It's a part of you that's benefiting. So while you're sitting over here begging, pleading to God to help you, the answer is go help somebody else. Because when you help somebody else, you help yourself. And that's the answer to your prayer. Because that's the time that we're living in. Another thing that I believe that this situation is teaching us is you should have got your shit together. All that time from COVID until now. I would say from COVID until 2024, because 2025 it's a 9 year. So it's doing what it's supposed to do. But from 2020 to 2024, many of us had money hand over fist. We was getting money left and right, left and right, left and right, up and down, backward and forward, front to back. We was getting money. What did you do with it? Did you go to school? Did you invest, maybe in a house, or did you invest in your mind in some way? Did you invest in a business? Did you plant some seeds so that the seeds could come up in a harvest for a time such as this? Or did you just blow it? Get your hair done, your nails done on foolish stuff, trying to impress people that don't even like you anyway. And now you wish you could go back and get that money. and now it's not there. Or you just been you got lazy. You got that money and you got lazy. Or somebody, said, "Oh, I got you. I got you." You in a relationship, "Oh, I got you. I take care of you. You ain't got to work." And now look at it. Now look at your situation. You are to always have your own. You are to always have your own. Because we have all experienced it. When money is involved, unless a person is truly giving you that money as a gift, like for, a holiday or for your birthday or, graduation, retirement, whatever, if they're just, if unless they're giving that money to you as a gift, it's going to be attachments to it. If they're saying, "Oh, I got you," and you could just sit at home and you ain't got to work, I'm telling you, it's coming with a price. That ain't free. And now we're in a situation where it's like you need your own. The more the merrier, literally. The more the merrier, literally. Sitting at home and depending on someone else because they sold you a dream. And, "Oh, I got you." How's that working for you? Because if you're listening to social media or these celebrities, they're the same dream, the same BS that they're selling you in music and songs and on podcasts. They not living that life. They making sure that they taken care of. They making sure they got their own. They're not depending on that husband or wife, boyfriend or girlfriend. They're making sure that if that person passes away or that person walks away, they're going to be good. But they're selling you that dream of being all independent woman. I mean, they're selling you that dream of the soft girl era and my man, my man, my man. They selling you that, but please believe they grinding every day to keep up that lifestyle. But they selling you a bill of goods, and you believe in it. You bought it, and what you got to show for it. And then you portray that life, and then when things get hard, it's like you got to swallow your pride, and you don't cut everybody off because you don't walked around with this high and mighty attitude, and everybody is thinking that you got it all together because that's how you was walking around in the beginning when everything was all nice and fine, and now you need help, and now you're too afraid to open your mouth and say something because you've been making it seem like, "Oh, my man, my man, my man, my boo, my boo, my boo, my bae, my bae, my bae." And now you got to spin the block and swallow your pride. But you don't isolated everybody else, all the family and friends, because you just thought you had it all together. This time that we're going through is all of that is coming to light. All of that is coming to light. A lot of people got to eat humble pie, and it's not in the sense of that, "Oh, EBT is being paused." I'm not saying eat humble pie in that way. It's just about how you treated people when everything was quote unquote going good. And now when it's time to reestablish community, the very people that you isolated, the very people that you cut off, you ain't have time for because everything was going good, are the very people that you need. And you know that you need them because they keep coming up in your mind. Some way, shape, or form, the name, the face keeps popping up. And you keep denying it, you keep ignoring it because you know how you treated that person or group of people or family members or whoever it is. And at this point in the game, it's just about saying, "You know what? I apologize. It was just no reason. It was no reason." It was no reason whatsoever. I was being foolish. I let people get in my head, in my ear. And the very same people that you let get in your head and your ear, they can't do nothing for you. They in a worse situation than you are. Worse situation than you. So it's now you got to be like, I apologize. Like I let the wrong people, you know, talk me out my blessing. Cause that's where we at, people. That's where we at. That is where we're at. And the thing about it, don't look at it in a sense of you're being punished. It's really no, you're being set up for your blessing. It's not a punishment. It's not a oh, I told you so. It's simply of redirection, pivoting, and being aware. Making the same mistake again. Realizing when you got a real one in your life and real when people come to take you off your square with the foolishness and talking about stuff that don't even matter. Half the time the people that you was talking to, gossiping and hee and kikiing with, you talking about nothing. And how is that helping you now in this situation? It's not. You need somebody to be like, "Bad girl, you had that business idea. You said you wanted to go to school." The people you need. And if you're with anybody that's not encouraging you to, that's just encouraging you to just sit at home and not better yourself, not school, not take an online course or online class, if they're not encouraging you to go out into the community and, and volunteer or go out into the community and learn and, go to the library and do some research and read a book and talk to people and take a free course at your local recreation center. If they're not encouraging you to do that, they just walls and in your own just your little back door, that's encouraging you to do. Or if you do go uh enlist in a class or a course to better yourself, you do something to better yourself, they still putting limits and boundaries on it. It's time to say bye-bye. Night night. Because how is that helping you? If they're not giving you free reign to better yourself and they're over here putting constraints on how far you can go to better yourself, why are you with them? If you've been with them and your life has not improved, it's just gotten worse, why are you with them? If you was doing better before you met them, why are you with them? Why are you keeping them in your life? They're taking up space that can be that where your blessings could be. These people are taking up space where your blessings could be. This is teaching a lot of people get off your butt. Go out there and work. It's okay. Sometimes we have to do a job that we necessarily don't like until we can get better. And usually that job that we don't like is preparing us for the job that we will like. We're getting the experience that we need. We're learning the soft skills that we need. This time is not here to hurt us. This government shutdown is not here to hurt us. It is here to heal us. It is here to heal us, to grow us, to make us better. And we always get a warning, a message. I say this all the time. God will always send a messenger. Before anything happens in your life, a messenger will always come. Always. Always. Before shit hits the fan, You always going to get a message. I don't care if it's through a person, it's through a song, it's through your children, it's through you at the grocery store and you overhear a conversation. It could be a billboard, it could be through a dream. In some way, shape, or form, before your life, quote unquote, falls apart, you always get a warning. You always get a warning. You are never, it just never just hits you. It never just, oh, all of a sudden comes out the blue. No, it doesn't. It does not. The person didn't flip the script on you. They always been that way. They were giving you warnings. They were showing their true selves. You just weren't paying attention because you only want to see what you wanted to see. You are always given warnings. Always. This is it, people. It is time. It's been beyond time. It's time to reevaluate who you call your friends, your family, your lovers, your baby daddy, your baby mama, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your sneaky link. It is time to reevaluate all of that. It's time to reevaluate the choices that you've made. It's time to ask for some forgiveness, for some forgiveness. For it's time to apologize, and it's time to get over that petty shit. Because that's exactly the government and the media did an excellent job in dividing because they knew this was coming. And for a whole year, division, 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 division. They did it when President Trump was running for president. Division, 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 division. They were planting that seed of being divided. Because they knew when this came, you would be so divided because of a Trump supporter or Kamala Harris supporter, Democrat, Republican. They got you so divided that when now, at a time such as this, you won't even come together because you're still divided over the pettiness. They don't twist it how you see people. You got your friends who are really your enemies, and your enemies are really your friends. Oh, they set it up real nice. They planted the seed and boom, here it is. Because let me tell you something. They are it's all a movie, it's all a script. They will get on TV and they will say, "Oh, it's the Democrats. The Democrats, just won't do what they need to do so the government can go back, so the government can open back up. Oh, it's the Republicans, it's this, it's that." And the very same people on TV that are pretending, acting as if they hate each other, once those cameras turn off and the microphones are turned off, they are hee and ha with each other, drinking, smoking cigars, playing golf together, doing business deals together. They're just pretending to you on TV that they don't like each other. Quit playing. And that translates you into hating your own brother, hating your own sister, hating your neighbor, just hating everybody. When in reality, they all get along with each other. They all scratching each other's back. They all are helping each other, bartering the services. If you need a lawyer, I got one in my family. If you need a contractor, I got one in my family. Oh, I want my child to go to Harvard or Yale. Oh, I know somebody in admissions. But if you see them on TV, they're at each other's throat. No, that's not real life, people. But they getting you to believe it, and then you act it out, and you don't even want to work with the person that live next door to you, or you don't even want to work with the person that you work with. You don't even want to be kind to a stranger when you're out. Oh, what a tangle web we weave when we attempt to deceive. The the only way we gonna get through this is we're gonna have to apologize, forgive, and see each other as the human beings that we are, and let go of all the petty nonsense, let go of all the division, and come together as a community. There's no other way. There's no other way, people. There's no other way. So that's the channeled message for today, Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. Who will you run to? Who will you run to? Where's the community to run to when you're still just got your head up your ass? Because you want to be arrogant and mean and just full of nastiness and full of bitterness. Who can you run to? Because the very people you thought you can run to, they not helping you. They either keeping you down because they don't want you to be better than them, or they want you to depend on them, or they was never there for you to begin with. They was just y'all was just trauma bonding. That's exactly what y'all was doing. Y'all was trauma bonding. So they don't even have a capacity to help you because they never had the capacity because they just as hurt and wounded as you are. So that is it. That is all. Until next time, stay grateful and stay aware.